Trouble is a board game manufactured by Milton Bradley that involves trying to move tokens of the color that a player chooses from his home space to the finish line.
Did anybody else think of something racial when she said colored tokens?
I'm reading the rules of Trouble.
You know I got ADD, I'm sorry.
Continue.
I'm sorry!
Setting up Trouble, starting out of home, here we go. To get out of the home space, a player has to roll a 6. What?
See, you didn't know about that, did you? Learned something new on ENIACS.
By the way, I believe at the beginning of the segment, when we was talking about who goes first, I told them that they was making up their own rules, but I'm not gonna say nothing now.
To roll the die, the player pushes down on the Pop O Matic. Oh, it has a Pop O Matic is the name of it. Pop O Matic in the center of the board. If he fails to roll a 6, the turn passes to the next player. We were so wrong. If a player rolls a 6, he can place his piece on the first space next to his home starting position and push the Pop O Matic and move that many spaces. Oh. Anytime a player rolls a 6, he gets an additional roll. I did not know that. So if I'm already down here and I'm like, ooh, I rolled a 6. Should I go 6 spaces or should I put my other man,
bring your man
out the stable?
When you roll a 6, you go to start?
Oh, there's a 6.
Or do you go to start
There's
and then move 6?
Yeah, I think it says that
you go to start and then you can do it again.
When you roll a 6, then you get to go to start and then you get to roll and then proceed. Because every time you roll a 6, you get a free turn.
Right. But if you roll a 6, you start there, and then you get a 4.
I roll a
you go
6,
1, 2, 3, 4.
I get to go here.
And
can I just move one nigga in front of the other nigga?
No, because if you do, then bam, you gotta go home. I made that up.
Go ahead.
I think this is one of those
You forced me to make that
made
up.
up type joints again.
You forced me to make that up because you asked, and I just refused to not give you an answer. Crossing the finish line. For a piece to complete its path around the game board, it must end up crossing the finish line that is the same color as the piece. Players must land on the finish line space exactly. Where's this finish line?
I had that one right.
Yes, and I knew that. In other words, if a player is 4 spaces from his own finish line space, he must roll a 4 exactly, or he cannot cross the finish line. He can move closer to the line if he rolls less than the 4. So winning the game, the first player to get all 4 of his colored tokens to his own finish line space is the winner in Trouble.
Fun Dip, something we spoke about before. It is a candy that took us back to, oh God, what year did it come out?
Oh,
yeah, that's not important. But what's inside now?
The most important thing about Fun Dip is the lick-a-stick. Dip never used to be called something else, like a dip.
Lick-a-made.
Well, yeah, this is still Lick-a-made. The powder is still Lick-a-made, and this is a lick-a-stick.
I thought it was originally Fun Dip. I always known it as Fun Dip.
It's, oh my gosh. Tak, it's called Fun Dip. The stick is called the lick-a-stick. The powder is still called Lick-a-made. So yes, it's always been called Fun Dip.
But my point is,
so why was you trying to play again?
Why are you
Well, they're arguing. It was not always made by Wonka. It was made by somebody else. We need to look that up.
Sunline.
Find out who that's made by later. We'll have that right here.
Sunline.
Sunline, really? How do you know?
I just Googled it.
Did you really?
The lick-a-stick and then you dip it in here, and then it comes out.
It's too easy, Joel.
And then it comes out with,
Joel, I'm too classy.
And then
I'm
it
not
comes
gonna
out
say
with
anything. I'm too
good
classy.
stuff. Extra sugar.
Classy.
All stuck to it. Tom, why don't you demonstrate?
What am I demonstrating?
I got this.
Lick the stick, dip it in the Fun Dip. And,
I got this.
You know.
Here we go.
I never did it that way. I used to.
That's how it is.
I used to just kind of like.
Put in your mouth. Damn.
I used to just kind of like.
Sour. This has a cool flavor to it.
And that's why the girls like me.
This is like not sour, and that's sour.
Oh, God.
It's a little sour.
Oh, boy, yes.
Don't choke on it. That's amateur shit. Don't be choking on it.
It's kind of addicting.
Yeah.
It's a little addicting.
Oh, I think I inhaled some of my nose.
Nice, look at that. Let's go for this.
See, whenever I used to eat Fun Dip, I used to call no hunks.
Ew. Why would you let somebody have hunks on a Fun Dip?
Well, hey,
Nah, I never.
You always call no hunks on a Fun
But
Dip.
you never let nobody have hunks on a Fun Dip.
That's why I say no hunks.
You ain't gotta say no hunks, it's a given.
Suppose they want half the pouch.
They can kiss my ass. They ain't getting nothing.
Suppose they want half a
Fun
stick.
Dip. You're just like, you know.
Yeah, you pour it in their hand.
You pour it in their hand. It's no dipping or anything.
That was with
But I call no hunks because I used to love the Fun Dip so much. Then they used to come with a double pouch.
Yes, it does. It still does. Like when you buy it, this came in a multi-pack, but when you buy it at the store, there's like cherry, watermelon. It's like 3 of them.
Yeah, niggas used to give me one of the pouches. No, there's no give me no pouch, no hunks.
Now, where does the hunks come from? No hunks.
No
we
hunks.
know what it means. It means you can't have none. But where did that come from? Anybody know?
I don't know.
Where did no hunks come from? Is it part of English?
Well, in the hood, you don't really question stuff. You just kind of go with it, you know.
It was there.
Asking questions.
It was there when we got there. So
asking questions can end up bad for you in the hood.
Well,
you know what I'm
nowadays
saying?
in ENIACS we ask questions.
You know, like people used to say, don't point at me, my mom ain't dead. Like, what does that mean? But don't ask no questions. Hey, the guy's mother is
Or
alive.
step on the crack, break your mama's back.
I pointed at the guy erroneously while his mother was alive, so you don't question it. You just say, my bad,
I
keep
I'm like
going.
ODing on Fun Dip or something.
Now, do you suck the stick after you done, or do you just go ahead and chew it?
A little bit of each.
Yeah, I bite it.
You wear it down, wear the sharp edges off.
Mm-hmm.
It gets a little impatient.
Then it
for
gets
me.
boring.
I'm a chew guy.
Then it gets boring.
Yeah, after all the Fun Dip is
little
gone,
bit.
then I jump into it. But not before the Fun Dip is gone. I'm thinking of this.
Just.
Can't get over the sour. I can't stop though.
Yeah, me neither. It's like killing me.
I hate to waste. When I was a kid, there's no way this would have been wasted.
There were starving children in Africa with no candy.
And plenty of teeth. They had to worry about the camera.
You think people in Somalia got Fun Dip? You better eat all that Fun Dip. I used to take mine down. You know, take the edges down like that, and then lick the paper. You disgusted as shit when you were a kid. You don't care. You lick anything.